Hello everybody and welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you how to build the Inception door. Now there is a reason that I have chosen that word right there, and that's because this is a door within a door. If we go to the front here and press either one of these buttons, we can open it, and you can see that it is a regular Jeb door. And if we go through to the other side and press either one of these buttons, we can close it. Now the buttons on the front and the back, they just toggle the state of the door, which means you can open or close it from either side. And if you stand in the correct position when you press the button, you'll actually get taken down below to our secret entrance. So that is why I've called this the Inception door, because it is a door within a door. So this is basically a secret entrance. What I think is so cool about this is that it's a normal looking door. It's probably one of the last places you'd be looking for another type of entrance, but all you have to do is stand in the correct position, press the button, and you get taken down to this area down below. Now the redstone here, it might look a little bit complex. It is probably not as complex as you think it is. So before I show you how to build this, I'm going to explain how all of the redstone works. So the Inception door is basically a Jeb door with some extra pistons underneath it to control the floor and lots of extra wiring around the outside to control the inputs. So the Jeb door's wiring is this lime green wall at the top here, that's what controls that part of the door. And if we fly down here and have a look at the pistons, you can see they are retracted when the door is closed. Now when we open the door, these pistons need to extend before that door opens, and it needs to work the other way around when the door closes. They need to stay open until the door has closed and then they retract. So let's have a look at that in action. You can see these extended first, and then the other way around. It's very fast, but you'll notice that these retract just after the door has finished closing. So all of that timing is controlled by the light blue wall at the top here. That is simply called an ABBA circuit, and it sends a signal around to either side, as you can see here, at the correct time, and this bud powers these pistons right here, and you can see they've got redstone blocks underneath to control these pistons, and the same thing is on the other side. So at the back here we have a T flip-flop. This is creating a 1-tick pulse to push this block over here and then pull it back each time it receives an input. And so the rest of this wiring is just to control that T flip-flop. So you can see it's wired up to this button at the moment. If you want your button lower down, then what you'd have to do is just rewire this slightly so it will take the input from there as well. And then from the front here you can see this button will directly power this piston and send a signal over to that torch, which then goes up to the T flip-flop. And if you want to take your input from the top here, then you need to provide an update to this piston because it's being bud powered. So that's why we have this flashing repeater here, which is coming from this hopper clock. And so that is all of the redstone that goes into this. As you can see, it is not quite as complicated as it first looked. So let's start the tutorial. I'm going to assume you want to build this flush with the floor, in which case you will need to dig down 3 blocks below where your floor is, as you can see here, and the area that you need to build all of the redstone in is 9 blocks wide and it's 8 blocks deep. Now this thing is also quite expensive as well. You can see a lot of resources go into this. You will need 22 sticky pistons, 2 hoppers, 6 blocks of redstone, 2 buttons, 28 redstone, a redstone comparator, 9 redstone repeaters, a redstone torch, and then over here we have a piston and a sand block for your T flip-flop. You could just use another sticky piston and a block, and then you'll need 2 stacks of building blocks and 7 stone slabs. Now some of this is optional as well. If you want to have your button at the front down here at the bottom, then you won't need this extra redstone around the side. So that's this repeater, the comparator and the hoppers. So we're going to start off by building the Jeb door, and to know that you built this in the right place, you want to start off just by building this frame that you see right here. And then if we go around to the back of it and place a block there, and on the other side we're going to have another block over here, then we can place these pistons facing towards us in a group of 4 like so, and do that on both sides. And then move into this gap here and place down another 2 pistons so that they face towards you. Same thing on this side over here, and then we're going to go underneath and place those pistons that control the floor. So we're going to put them in place. Then we can go up the top, and we need to put blocks over the top of all of this, and then remove those extra ones that we put on either side to place the pistons. Then up the top here you need 2 redstone on either side, 4 in the middle, and then 2 repeaters. Both of these need to be on the second setting. So now we're going to add the ABBA circuit and the redstone to control the pistons at the bottom. So we want to start off by placing 4 blocks, then another 3 on this side and this side over here as well, and then put down a half slab in this position. Then put down some redstone. We want 4 pieces there, 1 piece over here and 2 there, and then we need to put down some repeaters, so 1 in this direction on the second setting, one on this one on the default setting, and one over here on the third setting, like that. Then we need to come around the back and place some half slabs like that, and over on this side as well. And then you want to put redstone on top of these. You can see here it's going to connect to that redstone, so we put a block above each of those to stop that from happening, and then the same thing on this side over here as well. Then if we go underneath, we need to place sticky pistons below the half slabs facing downwards, and below them we need to put blocks of redstone. Same thing on this side. And then if we look in the middle here, we don't have our floor in place. We also don't have the blocks in front of the jeb door, so let's add those and then put the floor in. That's 6 blocks here at the bottom, and now this thing is ready to be used. So if we place our redstone block up the top here, you can see that it closes, and when we remove it, it opens, all with the correct timing. So now we're going to build the T flip-flop and the inputs to control it. So back here we need to place 4 blocks and put down a sticky piston facing towards this redstone block with a repeater on the side. Then you can have a normal piston here with a sand block on top of it, but I'm just going to put down the sticky one for now. And then you need to bring down the blocks like this, and then have 2 more blocks there. And then this is where you can put your inputs. So at the moment we're going to wire it up with the input at the top. Later on I'll show you how to put the input at the bottom. And then we just bring up the redstone to the top here. So now we can press this and see if it works. Like that, it works just fine. Now we're going to wire up the one at the front. So we want to put a sticky piston facing downwards, have a block of redstone below it. Then on the side here we're going to put 4 blocks in a row. So a piece of redstone at either end, and then 2 redstone repeaters in the middle, like that. And then at the end of this we're going to put a block with a torch like that. Now that's going to put this block up here in the wrong position, so let's just put that back down there. That won't happen again. Now we can power the piston directly, and I'll show you in a moment how to power it from above, but if I press that you can see that this also works. So powering it from above means we need to provide an update to this block here, so we need to place blocks in these positions like that, then put a comparator here, a redstone repeater there, and then back here we need to put in a hopper clock, so put hoppers facing towards each other, and then just put one item into that, and you can see this is going to provide the piston with constant updates. So if we put the button at the top, you can see we can now power it from up here as well. So if you want to power this with the button down below, then you just need to rewire this at the back. So we're going to put the torch there, remove that one, place 2 blocks in those positions, then remove these ones and the redstone on top of it. Just put the redstone like that. Then you can have the button at the bottom to control the door. So the door doesn't look finished quite yet, but it is. That's all of the redstone, pistons and all of that mechanics that go into this. All you need to do now is fill in the gaps so that you can have your entrance at the top and at the bottom as well. So just place blocks in positions like this, and you can cover up most of what's going on here quite easily. And that is pretty much all there is to it. So that is the Inception door right there. I hope you liked the design and found this tutorial useful. There is a schematic download available in the description box, and if you have enjoyed this video, please do give it a like. It is always appreciated and it helps support the channel. But that is it from me this video, so as always, thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you next time. Hello everybody, and welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you how to build the Inception door. Now there is a reason that I have chosen that word right there, and that's because this is open. Why is that open?